being here. I say this every week, and I mean it every week, whether you are watching live right now or after the fact. I do appreciate the attention and the view and all that great stuff. Please give this video a like. It helps more than you would imagine. And for those of you who are here live, we are on track to start on time. So you enjoy the music, baby. See you soon. Hey, hey, hey. Guess who's back? Back again. I say that as if I'm not here every week. Hello, everyone. My name is Sydney. Welcome to the SydStream as I abruptly terminate the music. Hello, Frank. I am glad to see you. Let me just burp for a second. Well, that wasn't awkward at all. Ooh, there's one thing that I forgot to do to start the stream. I will do that right now as people arrive. I have a bit of housekeeping to do, and then we can get started. If I do that. Hello, Breck. Glad you can make it. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, no, I want it on the other side. So I'll do that like that. Great. Good. I'm in a good mood. I am underprepared for tonight's show for all the right reasons. We'll get to that in a second. But Before I get started, actually, is this like the first thing that I had to mention? Yeah, I guess I might. Ooh, there's one tiny little thing that that I'll start with. Um, my phone that I use as a touch portal. I made a little cardboard table for it. Now, this doesn't seem like much, but it allows me to set it right next to my computer, and the little groove that I cut out lets me put it right next to the computer without interfering with all the cables that I have running there. So this is really cool. I will unplug it because it has enough charge, and now I have like it. This ain't no Elgato Stream Deck, but at least it's like consistently in the same spot as opposed to like where I had when I had it like laying around all over the place. So that's nice. In other news, and this is part of the reason why I am underprepared for tonight's stream for all the right reasons. So first of all, there is that project which I have alluded to multiple times so far, which you know another busy weekend, but that is fine. We should have a good time. And as I've also said before, I'm super excited to be involved in it. The other reason, which is another thing I'm excited about, is I was I finally got around to starting my second YouTube channel, which is focused on tarot, and the first video for this channel is uploaded, thumbnailed, and ready to be made public tomorrow morning. If you are interested in tarot, please subscribe to this channel. If you are not interested in tarot, please do not subscribe to this channel. I appreciate the sentiment, but the YouTube algorithm will send my content to the right people over time. So if you're not into tarot, thank you for indulging me. If you are into tarot, please subscribe. First video going live tomorrow morning. So that was one of the reasons why I was, the filming part was pretty straightforward, but I was caught at unawares basically, and this is traditional in my way of starting things in the middle. So on Sunday night, on Sunday night, I thought of a structure I could use to like regularly publish readings in a way that's authentic to me and also like could create like a content mill. And it would have involved publishing a video like Monday morning. And it was Sunday night, so there's no way I was going to do it. So I'm like, fuck. I have to wait a week before I can start doing this. And then I realized, you know what? I wanted to do midweek readings, so I'll start with a midweek reading, which is going to be interesting. So that is enough of that for now. Oh, actually, no, one last thought before I truly move on. It would be so hilarious. It would be so hilarious to me if ultimately tarot was what ended up financing this entire thing. And I could just, do what I want, say what I want to, a handful of people live and more people in the VOD over time. That would be hilarious to me. Anyway, that is it for that. Let me, where are you? Oh, speaking of my life, man, there's something that I've been saying a lot over the last 2 years, is that we haven't begun to feel the effects of COVID, and as much as I don't want to get lost in discussion on what is or isn't a good way to deal with it and protect people. There's one thing that was thank you, Darth Shady. There's one thing that was that's difficult to deny is the impact that it has on small medium businesses. And I gotta say, last week I was driving to some place and I passed in front of an intersection that I haven't used in a while. I'm pretty sure that I had driven by this place since COVID, but last week was the first time in several months, and I that was when I learned that there was a commercial business that was completely demolished. I've frequently gone in that building to grab a Subway sandwich at Subway. The Subway that was in that building is basically the only business that I knew that I used in that building, that I patroned. And there was a pizzeria next to the Subway that I noticed as I was walking in and out of that. So that's two businesses gone. There was also the commercial building had 2 floors. And I know that, commercial buildings, the regional commercial building that has that sign with all sorts of small businesses that you don't take the time to read the names of unless you actually need one. It was that kind of thing. So I've used the Subway. The only reason I noticed the pizzeria was because of the Subway. I might have ordered there every now and then, not knowing because I was on the phone. And whatever handful of small businesses were on the second floor, all that gone. Now it is just benches, basically. It's benches, like a mini urban park kind of thing. And that's a shame. But hey, we're not out of this yet, So I just wanted to mention that. And in lighter news, I also saw that building was gone a few weeks ago. Yes, we're talking about the same building. So there's one thing that I forgot to mention. I won't talk about this long, but for those of you who were here last week when I was speaking about the Immortal Hulk, there's one detail that I forgot to cover, which is I mentioned the green door so many times, but I never actually showed it to you. So wait, where is it? Open a new tab. There. So it's not actually a door, but it's a door. So when it's kind of made of green gamma radiation type energy, and when you're in the below place, you walk through that and you're alive again. That's it. I forgot to actually show you the door because some people might have actually, pictured a physical door with a doorknob that you turn and pull or whatever. So yeah. All right. Wow. Man, it's a real shame. Joe Rogan was trending on Twitter today, and I don't feel comfortable even talking about why. Oh boy. Okay. I had a Twitter tab open, and the meme that was on my page made me laugh like I just did. Let me just see that. I'll show it to you in due time. Oh, trust me, you'll see the meme that just made me laugh. But not just yet. Let me just put it in my show notes. It's really good. Okay. I was mentioning how underprepared I am, so that's yet another reason why I'm happy to have stumbled onto that. Do I have anything else that I want to Now you need to show us. Oh, I will. I will. In not too much time, actually. It's funny, too, because I've been so bad at this historically. I've been so bad at this historically that I'm hesitant to even say, oh, I don't have that much prepared. We're definitely going to play Stardew Valley. It's good. It might even be a short show tonight, and then end up blabbering on for 45 minutes. But I really do think that's true tonight, because I literally have no show notes. All I have are like tabs to open to talk about it. So I guess I'll take a sip of water. We'll get started. If you want to make it longer, then good. And if not, well, that's fine. If it's in the news, your speech won't be as easily spotted. Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing, Frank. I haven't listened to it yet. Oh, there's, you know what? Let's go on a little tangent, because it's gonna give me an opportunity to talk about something. This is my first time using the touch portal, like right here. And I gotta say, I can get used to this. You know, if my phone is consistently in the same place, then the buttons are also consistently in the same place. So that's really cool. Where are you? There it is. So, wait, let me just, actually, the odds of me uploading this as its own segment are basically zero, because I'm essentially just going to rehash something that was covered earlier today. So those of you who've been watching the stream before may have seen me talk about Scott Adams once or twice. And as I may or may not have mentioned before, I watch a show every day. And there was in this morning's episode, he mentioned Dr. McCullough, who was on Joe Rogan's show. And he tied McCullough's appearance into a theme that he has mentioned many times before. As you may or may not know, one of the things that Scott Adams talks about a lot is persuasion. I've invoked him many times before, and he's given like lots of little tips here and there on how to be persuasive and how not to be persuasive. And what order should I do this in? No, I have to explain it to you first so that you know what to look for. So a tip that Scott Adams mentions, or has mentioned many times in the past, to how to avoid being, a persuasion tip that Scott Adams has given many times in the past is something to avoid, and it's what he calls the pleading voice. Now, I'm going to try to imitate what he means by pleading voice, and I'm going to do it in my register just to demonstrate the fact that it's not just talking like this. You can have a high-pitched voice and still be persuasive and not necessarily be doing the pleading voice. So I need a sample text to read. Let me just go to Wikipedia here, just to demonstrate what we mean by the high pleading voice. Sure, today's feature article. Not the picture. God damn it. Okay, so I'm going to try to read the first couple sentences in the pleading voice. Cabuchico. Oh, wait, I was raising my voice there. Let me try. Kabuchiko is an independent and red light district in Sujujo, Japan. Kabuchiko is a location of the host and hostesses club, love hotels, shops, restaurants, and nightclubs. And is often called the sleepless town, famous for its plethora of small bars, in part Kabuchiko. The district's name comes from late 1940s plans to build a kabuki theater. The point that I'm trying to demonstrate without raising my voice all the way up here is that, like, when you're doing the pleading voice, you're kind of begging. The subtext is that you're begging people to believe you because you don't really believe yourself. That's the subtext. And again, this is just a speaking habit. Just because someone is speaking this way doesn't mean they're wrong. But when especially for the guy who coined the tip, notices someone speak like that, it strikes him as odd. And before even starting to watch Joe Rogan's episode, I watched Scott Adams, which was this morning. And he called out that Peter McCullough has the nasty habit of doing the pleading voice. So let me play this clip that Scott shared with the comment: how many of you think this Dr. Rode sounds credible? Having watched his episode this morning, the word sounds here is doing a lot of heavy lifting, which you might not suspect. So let's at least watch this clip and let's listen for the pleading voice.
So you believe this is a premeditated thing that they were doing. So they realized that in order to get people enthusiastic about taking this vaccine, the best way to do that was to not have a protocol for treatment.
It's not just my idea. Now it's completely laid out by the book by Dr. Pam Popper, the book recently published by Peter Breggin, COVID-19 and the Global Predators, We Are the Prey. I wrote one of the introductions. Dr. Leif Leet and Dr. Vladimir Lysenko wrote the other introductions. These books are basically nonfiction. They have 1,000 citations in the Breggin book showing how it was coordinated and planned. Now Bobby Kennedy has his book out, The Real Anthony Fauci. I'm the most mentioned physician in that book. I can tell you that if you want to find the evidence that Moderna was working on the vaccine before the virus ever emanated out of the lab, if you wanted to find the collusions and the operations between the Gates Foundation and Gavi and CEPI and Pfizer and Moderna and the vaccine manufacturers and the Wuhan lab and the National Institutes of Health and Ralph Barrick and University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and how all this was organized, if you want to see the Johns Hopkins planning seminar called the SPARS pandemic in 2017, where they had a symposium. People showed up. They wrote up their symposium findings. They published this. It says it's going to be a coronavirus. It's going to be related to MERS and SARS. It's going to come over here to the United States. It's going to shut down cities and frighten people. There's going to be confusion regarding a drug, hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin, and we're going to utilize all that in order to railroad the population into mass vaccination. It's laid out in the Johns Hopkins SPARS pandemic training seminar. The only thing they got wrong was the year. They said it was going to be 2025. Instead, it landed a few years early.
There we go. All right. That was fun. Let me... Ooh, that little segment might have been more than my computer could handle, but I think we're back. So yeah, it's... I'm about a third of the way through. If by the time I watch it all, I think that there are other interesting things to say that I can comment on responsibly, both in terms of not spreading COVID misinformation and also in terms of protecting this channel, then I'll do it. If not, not. All right. Let me prepare. I'm laughing just looking at the link of the meme. It would be really funny if I forgot. Yeah. It'd be hilarious if I forgot, honestly.
the word cracker.
Oh, we'll get to the word cracker. The word cracker will be, well, I want to say heavily featured, but it will be talked about. Thank you. So, if you're watching this right now, you undoubtedly know who Hassan Piker is. And you almost certainly also know who Vosh is. For those of you who do not know, Hassan Piker is one of the largest political streamers on Twitch. He's certainly the largest political streamer on Twitch on the left, or maybe even online, period, who's left of center. Now, as one could imagine, being on the left, he has a lot of progressive takes and values. And recently, there was some controversy over his use of the term cracker. Now, in order to put these in context, there are two clips which have been running around Twitter all weekend, which culminated in the discourse that led Hassan to eventually get banned off of Twitch, probably for 14 days. I seriously doubt he's gone forever. But let us talk about the clips, and then we will discuss the actual issue at hand. So the first one here, I'm pretty sure this clip comes before the next one that we will see, but someone did a text-to-speech comment, and this ensued.
Here it is.
Cracker is not a slur. 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 Sussy.
Is it? Is it not?
It's not.
It's not?
No, of course not. Cracker is.
The way you said it so loud.
Cracker is has even in its etymology. It's something I've talked about so many times too, because it's like white boys love fucking saying like cracker is the same as the N word. Cracker is the same as the N word, right? It's really stupid. It's not like the etymology of the word is different. Like cracker means literally whip cracker. It comes from whip cracker. So the power still is in the hands of the white person in that situation, whereas the N-word is dehumanizing.
Demons, no purpose, flour, cornstarch, crusaders, salt shakers, expired cheese,
I think that's it.
Cream, garlic, goblins.
I get it.
Here it is.
Yeah, okay. So, if you're not familiar with Hassan, he's not exactly known for his philosophical rigor, and I would say that that clip that we just saw would be an example of him taking on the aesthetics, and maybe there is some truth to what he's saying, but in terms of whether or not cracker is a slur, falls short. Now, and I want to remind you before showing you this clip, there is no way for us to know for sure what people are thinking. None of us are telepaths. So as I say all the time on this show, all we can do is go by consistent patterns of behavior or we watch for red flags. Now, I would consider that this clip, not necessarily a red flag per se. However, Hassan's reaction when he's about to ask the person that he's writing with what he thinks of the word cracker, and his reaction when the other person answers, to me, speaks volumes. Let's listen.
What do you think about the word cracker?
The what?
The word cracker.
What do I think about the word cracker?
2 of my mods got banned for saying cracker yesterday in a sequence of like 3 minutes.
This fucking guy. I don't use it personally.
Oh.
I'd rather describe people with things that aren't just broad stroke derogatory terms based off the color of their skin.
Okay. What do you think about the word cracker?
Let's listen again, yeah.
The word cracker.
What do I think about the word cracker?
2 of my mods got banned for saying cracker yesterday in a sequence of like 3 minutes.
This fucking guy. I don't use it personally.
Oh.
I'd rather describe people with things that aren't just broad stroke derogatory terms based off the color of their skin.
Okay. What do you think about
So, okay, let's we've seen the clips. Now let's talk about the issue. So I've seen this conversation unfold over the weekend on Twitter, and it was surprising to me how bored I was watching it, because people defending the use of the word cracker we're pulling the same moves that that lefties do over and over and over and over again, which is to kind of change the definition of words, or at least use definitions of words that kind of have things added to them that makes it okay to dunk on white people. Just like the classic example is how racism is race-based bigotry plus institutional power, which is why you can't be racist to white people according to that definition. And over the weekend, a bunch of people who were of the opinion that cracker is not a slur were pulling off shit kind of like we saw Hassan do in that first clip, which is to say, like, you know, it's not a slur because a slur, and I can't find it right now, but I saw flying around someone saying that a slur is like a word you use to in a derogatory way. What was it? Oh, a slur is a derogatory term that you use to talk about marginalized people, and the mere inclusion of marginalized people in the definition would kind of make it impossible to use slurs against white people, like at least in North America, right? And yeah, I didn't know people used it that way. I thought it was just a food. Well, Darth Shady, I've been aware of that use of the word cracker for quite a long time, before 9/11. So yeah, it was it's been around for a while, kind of like honky. And here's the thing. Actually, wait, there might be. I said I was underprepared. Let me fetch this meme. I'm pretty sure I can find it. Unless he deleted it, which would be a shame. There you are. No. God damn it. There you go. Please still be up. Please still be up. Please still be up. Oh, thank God. Just like this here. Let me zoom in just a little. So, Anti-cracker mental gymnastics. You're insulting someone based on their race. Insulting someone based on their race is racist. By calling someone a cracker, you're being racist. Pro-cracker mental gymnastics. Snow roaches were slave owners. Crackers oppress people. 3Ks here. Albino apes never suffered in their lives. This is payback for those tidy whiteys. Honkies invented racism, and all these justifications have been flying left and right in defense of the term. Now, there's one thing that there's a concept that even though it's, Jesus Christ, it's pretty simple to say that if we just use if we stick to the basics, then using a word to be demeaning towards someone based on their skin color is a slur. It's racist. However, not all slurs are equal. Not all racism is equal. Like, it's. I just said not all racism is equal. Let me see how I can flesh that out. Okay, here's one. Here's an example of what I mean. So let's stick with cracker here. If I went in a trailer park and found some white dude living in that trailer park and started calling him like a cracker ass cracker and whatever, that is different than if I walked into Jeff Bezos's office somehow. The somehow right there speaks volumes, and started calling him a cracker. It both would be messed up, but the scale is different. I'm sure that some dude you've never seen before calling you a cracker is going to be less painful if you're Jeff Bezos than if you're some white dude in a trailer park in Tornado Valley. I thought of a better example. And before I go into this, I just want to make this explicit, okay? All metaphors are imperfect. By definition, when you're using a metaphor, there are differences between the thing and the other thing, okay? So please don't focus too much on what is different. I'm trying to explain a concept. And this is one I put a lot more thought into than the trailer park Jeff Bezos example I just did. So let's say I was a shitty friend, and I had a friend and I was just mean to him. There's a difference between let's say whenever my friend makes a mistake, which never happens, humans making mistakes, no way. So let's say whenever my friend made a mistake around me, I would say, you fucking dumbass. That is rude. It's not cool. There's I wouldn't want to hang out with someone who called me a fucking dumbass every time I made a mistake, right? But there's a difference between calling my friend a fucking dumbass or saying, no wonder Susan left you. They're both rude. They're both fucked up. I wouldn't want to hang around someone who spoke to me in that way. But calling someone a fucking dumbass and saying, no wonder Susan left you, is not on the same level. So I think that to imperfectly map these two slurs on the scale, cracker would pretty clearly be on the fucking dumbass side, whereas, say, the N-word, especially in North America, especially, said from a white person to a black person with ill intent, like you fucking N-word, would be closer to no wonder Susan left you, as a way to be rude, you know. So even in the first clip that we saw when wait, I'm trying to remember actually. Yeah, when the chatter, when Hassan's chatter was saying cracker is not a slur, cracker is not a slur, and then what Hassan did when he was presenting that argument to Pokimane, he did a straw man. He said there are people who say that cracker is the same as the N-word. I don't think that's a reasonable position. Holy shit. Just because they're slurs doesn't mean they're the same. And I think cracker is a slur. I also don't think it's the same as the N-word, and I think it would be kind of nuts to make that case. And on the flip side, I'm sure there are more white people who wouldn't be bothered if someone they don't know called them a cracker, than there are black people if someone who didn't know them called them the N-word with an R. I wouldn't. I would be bothered. Let's put it that way. A poll of one right here. Is the difference the stature of the victim or the status of the insulted? James Johnson, the coming back to the Tornado Valley thing that you were asking about. Basically, it's because when I said, oh, thank you, Darth Shady. When I said off the cuff that not all racism is evil, not all racism is equal. I think that basically I was being mindful of wanting to flesh that out and wasn't prepared for this. I think a better example would be when we say not all racism is equal, or when I said that. Maybe a better example would have been, whites being racist against blacks, or Hispanics being racist against blacks, or blacks being racist against Hispanics. Neither one is good. Can we at least agree that neither one of these examples is good? Jesus Christ, it's so fucked up that I feel I have to say this. However, it is true that as much as let's assume for the moment that speaking words could cause harm, okay? It's pretty clear that cracker causes less harm than the N-word. I mean, I'm not even saying it, right? And that in itself, how can I say this? Here's the thought. I don't have that big of a problem with people who want to say cracker, all right? I'm as close to a free speech absolutist as you will find, you know? Threats, libel, fraud. If you're in prison, it would defeat the purpose if you had access to your platform from prison. Those kinds of things. Clear and present danger, yada, yada, yada. So as far as slurs go, I'm generally of the opinion that I put those in the realm of aesthetics. It would be preferable for you not to, but if you do, I wouldn't consider it evil unless there was other context that would push it over into the realm of evil, right? So let me find some good takes here. There was one in particular. There's no way she deleted it. I'm gonna see if I can stick the landing on this segment here. Where is it? And don't worry, I will show you the meme. I guess it was me laughing now that reminded me to do it. Shit. There we go. I did a more specific search and found it right away. So, another Twitch streamer whom I like, if you're into watching streamers on Twitch, I would definitely recommend Stardust. So, she tweeted on Sunday, honestly, I think either all words are off limits or no words are off limits, including words that are used against white people disparagingly. Simple, elegant, no need to invoke historical context for it to make sense. It's like, hey, good job. And speaking of historical context, and I forgot to mention this, here's a persuasion tip from me, and I didn't even need Scott Adams to come up with it. When you have to invoke historical context to make a point about something that is not history, it's cringe as fuck, and it's please don't do that. An example of this, which I have seen many times, which has nothing to do with this discussion, but while I'm on the topic of like invoking history, is when, let's say someone calls someone a snowflake, and then the person, let's say I call you a snowflake and you're a progressive, and then you retort with, actually, when Chuck Palahniuk wrote Fight Club, which is where the term snowflake comes from, that was actually a criticism of toxic masculinity. So there. Jesus Christ, what do you think you're accomplishing? Like, even if it's true, it's cringe. So yeah, please avoid doing that. I will end on one of the last things that I will show before ending. Basically, the as this discourse kept evolving over the last few days, Hassan was basically using Cracker more and more and more on stream, and that is what led to him getting banned. And that is a good example of why I don't stream on Twitch yet. And if I do start streaming on Twitch, it's going to be gaming and little things. I don't intend to talk about politics on stream on Twitch unless I'm a guest on someone else's channel. I'm not doing it because of the way that and again, it's not like I'm in love with using slurs. It's not like I do anything particularly offensive. This channel has existed for roughly 6 years. I have a pretty strong track record of not fucking saying slurs every other word, okay? That's not what I'm worried about, right? But the moment where I decided that, holy shit, I am not streaming on Twitch for like talking head political commentary shit, is when they changed the rule where you cannot say virgin or incel as an insult. That's like, holy shit, I'm not dealing with that. If I'm fine with you making your platform more welcoming, and if you want to do so by barring words, okay. But if you're going to go so far that saying virgin or incel as an insult is going to get you in trouble, that's when I'm saying, you know what, this is not the platform for me. And that's why I stream on YouTube. And well, it's one of the reasons. It's not the only one. And this reminded me of a comment. This reminded me of a conversation that I had a couple weeks ago with, honestly, one of my favorite left-leaning political streamers on Twitch, Heem. So this was in response to when Ludwig left Twitch for YouTube, and this tweet was deleted. However, Heem doesn't stream on YouTube, and when he this deleted tweet was about how awesome streaming on YouTube is, which for the most part I agree. And then Dr. Heem, sorry, that was his old name, and I'm trying to call him Heem. I don't want to dead name anyone. So Heem responded with, nah, bro, Twitch is something else. I'm shocked he's moving over. Their algorithm is so sensitive to copyrighted stuff. I dual streamed for a minute 6 months ago, and I would get fucked almost every day. And to which I responded, yeah, it really depends what kind of TOS you want to be bound by. Do you want to get banned do you want to get banned for playing too many seconds of the Superman theme, or for using the word virgin in the wrong sentence? So the reason why I instantly knew why Heem got in trouble when he was streaming on YouTube is because Heem has a soundboard. He uses a soundboard on his stream, and part of me is jealous. Like, it's a skill that I have, and I really would like to do it. However, the reason I don't, or have very, very few sound effects, is because of the algorithmic copyright enforcement. So, you know, I haven't taken the time to find royalty-free music for a soundboard, or enough to populate a soundboard, which is why I don't use one. And whereas he can, like, you know, have fun with his sound effects on Twitch. So as far as which platform is more permissible to free speech, it kind of depends, because do you want to stream on a platform where you can't use virgin as an insult? However, if you did, a human being would have to report you to another human being so that, you know, the justice could be rained down upon you. Or do you want to stream on a platform where you could use slurs? I could have said every slur that I alluded to on YouTube, and I think in the context of this discussion, it would have been all right. I chose not to, but I could have. And yet, if I had played, I don't know, Jesus Christ, if I had played, let me try to think of another song as an example. Oh, if I had played, And I Will Always Love You, the Whitney Houston Bodyguard song, then a robot who never sleeps and is never sick would automatically detect that and strike my channel for it. It's a give and take, you know. I think that the duality between Twitch and YouTube is between Twitch and YouTube is overhyped on both sides. One thing is for sure, though, you can't get discovered on Twitch, which is another reason I don't stream there. Anyway, I would like to close this out by showing you the meme that made me laugh so hard earlier. So this, in order to get this, you need some context. So Destiny, who I have mentioned many times on this stream, I won't fetch this flash screen. Destiny was very quick to chime in on the Cracker debate over the weekend. Hello, Henry. And part of the reason why was Destiny's history with Hassan. And y'all might not know this, but there was an arc in Destiny's past where he was defending the right to say the N-word in private. And obviously, a lot of people got uncharitably framed this as if he was, you know, he liked to say it all the time in private, right? And in actuality, it was more like if I'm saying, hey, you N-word versus I'm quoting a Dave Chappelle joke with my friends, it's not the same thing, and I should have the right to do it. Or sing along with a rap song, right? And yeah, so anyway, given this context, given this conversation which has been brought up, when Destiny chimed in on the term cracker being a slur, a lot of people who hate him were very quick to say, oh, the guy who says the N-word all the time is saying cracker is a slur, right? And this right here made me laugh a lot. I'll just leave this here. If you like this video, please click on the card up there to watch the next one. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Wow, that turned out a lot better than I thought. And I know it's 10:52, but I feel like playing Stardew Valley, so I will. It might not be a full day, though, because I have some copy to write for tomorrow's video. Oh, actually, Henry, while you're here, I started... Wait. Actually... I'm gonna mention it anyway, but I'm going to give all the caveats that I said earlier. So holy shit, nice. I'm exploding. So I started a second YouTube channel where I'm gonna share my tarot stuff, because tarot and this channel don't mix. So I started another channel for it. And what I'm asking is, if you're not into tarot, please do not subscribe. The YouTube algorithm will deliver me to the right people. That's fine. If you are into tarot or are curious to see what I got to say, please do subscribe. Yeah, my first video is going live tomorrow morning on this channel, which is part of the reason why I was unprepared for tonight, or underprepared. Oh, Booksmarts is live. that was a visceral reaction. Anyway, I'm just mentioning it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. We'll see how that channel evolves. All right, let's play Stardew Valley. Wow, it's 5 to 11. Okay, I'll blast through the day. Oh, log4j, yeah. Did Steam start? Yeah, Steam started, okay. Stardew Valley sometimes takes time to start. Hey, thank you for liking, everyone who liked. Load. All right, so let's see what we got. Ooh, let me just lower the volume a little. That should be good. And the music. Let the music play. Don't run away. Don't put the band about to stand the front right away. I don't need to record. All right. Let the music play, like literally. Woo, that would be funny if I... There we go. All right, boy. I have to go into town today. Don't work too hard. Eat something good for lunch. There you go, Penny. Is June sitting up in her bed yet? No, she is not. All right, welcome to Kozu 5. It's going to be cloudy with gusts of wind throughout the day. Welcome to Elric's Oracle. The spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Okay. I am not collecting processing geodes, that's for sure. Oh. The mountain lake has been kind to me lately. I'd like to share my good fortune with you. Oh, that's nice. So, Linus is one of the few NPCs I actually am fond of, to the point where I actually remembered his name and y'all just saw me react to it. Linus is the bum. He lives outside of town, and yeah. Wait. Let me grab my horse. All right. It's the 12th of fall. There we go. Yay. There we go. Grab some milk. Good book about epithets, obscenity, stirs by McWhirter the linguist. Okay, cool. The odds of me reading the book are pretty low, but I'll check out the author, see if I can get some knowledge, you know? Let's water the crops, water the crops. Ah, man, there was a day where I would have to water each square individually. Those days are long behind. Hey, later, Breck. Thanks for coming. Okay. All the crops are watered. Let's get back on the horse. Eggs. Good. All right, that's it for that. Let's see now. All right, I'm not sure what to do. Today is Friday, which means I don't have... Oh, look at that. Hot damn. Okay. I have one tree too many here. Let me just cut this down. Wow, look at that. All right. Let me get some ancient fruit. Pick up all this wine, which we will not... go. Good. Sound-wise, everything should add up. And this is good. I thought I had 101. Okay. I guess I had 102. I thought it was 101, which is why the math didn't add up, which is why I just did that. All right. It's already 12 p.m. Jesus Christ. All right. One thing is for sure. Hello, baby. Unsupervised all day. I will put these here. Man, I feel like dungeon crawling, but there might be something more useful I could be doing. Hey, first of all, if he's home, Linus isn't home. This is the tent that Linus lives in, the tent outside of town. Oh, wow, I'm good enough friends with Linus that I can enter his home. You need a certain level of hearts, but yeah, I guess that means I could also enter Demetrius's room. Either that or the fact that his tent doesn't have a front door is why I could just enter like this. Anyway, Linus is not home, and I don't really feel like looking for him. But I am curious since Demetrius lives right here. Can I enter his room? Hello, I'm not building anything. Oh. This must be his room. Yeah. You're not good enough friends with Maru. There we go. Cool. Anyway. Hey, one science geek to another. Maru sure spends a lot of time working on those gadgets of hers. I'm glad she's so dedicated. Yeah, good for you. All right. Do I have a present I can give you? Oh, I unironically think he'll like the mushroom. And it's iridium quality too. This is disgusting. Oops. Well, hey, you tried. That was funny. All right, let's go home. You know what? I might have some actual quests to do. Let's see. Take note. Oh, one of my quests is to reach level 100 in the Skull Cavern, which is in the desert. What else? Bring Willie a ling cod. Okay. This is interesting. Wait. Let's find out. Cod. This is how you play Stardew Valley for real. Okay, it's only available in the winter. There's usually a time. Okay, anytime, any weather during the winter. Okay, so I'll bring Willie a ling cod next time. All right. Oh, and what was the other quest again? Bring Evelyn a leek. Wait, don't I have a leek pond? No, that's just crabs. Sea cucumber, squid. Oh, and this is probably sardines. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually. Leek. Oh, that's what... Jesus Christ, that's even easier to do. So... Ah, fuck. It'd be funny if I could just buy one. Let's see if I can just buy one. Also, I forget which one Evelyn is, but I'm right here. Well, actually, it's pretty obvious which one Evelyn is. Yeah, exactly. It's Granny. All right. Yeah. Here's a novel thought. Actually doing quests in Stardew Valley. Who would have thought? What a novel idea. You know what? I'm looking at all this wheat. I might have enough wheat for the winter. But even if I don't, I am rich. Ooh. Okay. So nothing interesting here. It would be funny if this guy sold leeks. And it's 420. 420. Make of that what you will. Whoops. Good. Take that, slime. Huzzah! Wow, that one needed 2 strikes. There we go. You thought you could hide from me? All right. Oh, yeah. It'd be funny if I actually just had a leek in my fridge. Like, as long-time viewers of this stream have undoubtedly noticed, I haven't paid attention to quests in forever. That might actually be the first time you've seen me even open that window. But it's there. Trust me, it's there. That's how you get your initial shit in Stardew Valley, is by doing quests. So, let's see. No leaks. No. No. You definitely find them by foraging, but hey, they're out of season. That's fine. All right, let's sell shit. This. I'm selling the Macuro. Thank you, Linus, for the money. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in my shed. Ooh, 2 more jades. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... All I know is jades are useful to get iridium, and the first... Like, once I have my iridium axe, then the rest of the iridium will go to make more... where is it? There it is. More crystallariums, because you need 1 iridium bar to make it. So once I've reached a point where I'm using the iridium bar to make crystallariums, then I'm investing iridium to make more iridium. Did you look up what that patch in the desert was? The one you said must be a secret thing. No, I did not. And it's too late to go in the desert. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but I'm sure if I looked it up in the wiki, it would be very clear. Speaking of mushrooms, because we were totally talking about mushrooms. Ooh, purple mushroom, nice. Purple mushrooms don't last long. You know why? Because I can use them to craft something very useful. A life elixir. Boom. Oh shit, I forgot to talk about something which might be useful. I will mention it next week, fuck this. I don't want to go on this rant half-assed while playing Stardew Valley. And next week I will have been doing this for another week. Oh, there's one thing that I can say quickly. Hey, Penny's home. Penny's home and awake, because as y'all have noticed, by the time I get home, Penny's usually asleep. Let's do that. Jazz and Vincent weren't behaving very well today. I'm still all wound up. Aw, there you go. Dog is not in the way. I don't know what I need this winter root for, so I will sell it. Yeah, I think we're going to bed. Jesus Christ, I'm actually going to bed before Penny. But first, wait. Y'all don't know my struggle. It's really hard having 3 fridges. Okay. Good. Bye, Penny. I'm going to bed. For once, I'm the one going to bed early. Yes. All right. Now, before I sign off, I will at least mention the thing that I just alluded to. I'll talk about it more next week. Yes, roosters crow. Let me just go in full camera. Exit. Shit. There we go. Where is it? YouTube. I'm just going to go in my YouTube history, and I don't want you seeing that. You can't handle my YouTube history. Let's see here. Actually, I will search my YouTube history. Friend of the show, Brett Venat, has mentioned this guy a lot over the last month or so. I will...
Welcome to the Huberman Lab.
No. We're not playing. So, this man, Andrew Huberman of Huberman Labs, he's like a neurobiologist or a neuroscientist or something. And Brett has been talking about him for a while. And a couple weeks ago, I finally got around to listening to some of his videos, and I have changed some habits as a result of this. And the thing that I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the show, but I didn't because I forgot because I didn't write it in my show notes, was my takeaways from this video here entitled Master Your Sleep and Be More Alert When You're Awake. There are some nice things that I've taken away from it. It's a little too early to tell for sure if the habits that I've taken on have made a difference, because I only watched this like a couple days ago and started doing some things like the next morning. But yeah, by next week I will have been doing this for another week, so I'll have more conclusive proof. If you're curious, this video is 1 hour and 22 minutes long, so you can check it out. You know, sleep is an important part of life. And yeah, and on that note, y'all know what this sound means. Thank you. Holy shit, that's loud. There we go. Now I'm dominant. I'm asserting my dominance over my soundboard. Wait. Shit. Where is it? Man, I got lost in my touch portal, if you know what I mean. But hopefully I won't get lost over the week, and I will see you back here on time next time. Thank you so much.